The student in my office was visibly trembling. I'm going to ask you that same question again in a minute, I said, trying to speak softly. We were already off script. The poet instructor was gazing earnestly at the floor. We're concerned about what you've been writing. Some of your classmates are frightened. They want to drop the course. I asked how he was doing in his other classes. Not very well. How about in general, apart from school? He confessed to anxiety and a history of depression, but no. He did not want to talk to a counselor because he'd done that before. I asked about his family. He was an international student, alone in the United States. And then his friends, he said he had none. Then he started to cry. The poet instructor and I made empathetic sounds. College was hard. We said both academic and social issues could be very stressful. I realized I was avoiding return to the question. Perhaps stalling for time, I asked about hobbies. What did the student do when he isn't studying? Did he have an outlet for relieving stress, maybe something outdoors? Yes, he said, the backpack slouched against his leg like a faithful dog. Guns. He'd been taking lessons at a shooting range. Our meeting lasted for almost an hour, and though it wasn't yet noon when it was over, I needed to go home. I had sweated through my clothes. I never got an answer to the question. And because the student's written expressions of mayhem didn't pose a specific threat, there was no recourse. Despite consultations with mental health professionals, the student's advisor, the campus police and a faculty committee on student conduct. Eventually the student dropped out, but before he did so, I sat sentry outside his instructor's classroom while she taught. Her class was at night, at an hour when the building was mostly empty. If violence had erupted, I doubt I would have been useful. Still, I sat outside her classroom, reading, waiting, because it seemed there was nothing else to do.